Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Sir Worldwide, and this is Sweet Tori, and this is Street Angel.
Hello, I'm the Street Angel.
And we're going to talk about a subject that people have been writing in. They want to know what we're going to talk about next on this subject, and it's about the homeless situation here, right? And these two ladies, they really feel very passionate about this situation. So I'm going to let them talk to you.
Yep. Well, did you have a statistic?
Well, I was reading this article. Says Los Angeles has almost 70% of homeless out of a whole California.
Oh wow.
That's a big rate in California, like 70%. And I live close to downtown. I see people in downtown live on the street, and there's families. And I sometimes even talk to them. It's like, hey, why don't you find a job? Why don't you find a better place? All of them say they don't get enough help. They want to work, but there's no place want to hire them. So I think we should do something, not say for them, but do something together and help the society, not just for them, also for us. Everything we do is for a better future, right? They're part of us, so we should all help each other. Like here.
Well, on any given night in LA, they say at least 82,000 people are homeless on any given night, and the rough statistic is anywhere between 30 to 60% may or may not have a drug or alcohol addiction, or they may have that they're dealing with. But you still have a lot of women and children on the streets, and there's tents, and there's a drop in compassion for others, noticeably, not just in this city, but in humanity in general. There's a disconnect, and the rents are skyrocketing. They're always going up. They're never going down, and they raise it 3% a year. Most people's incomes don't even go up that much, and some places landlords raise it even higher than 3% because they can legally. They can do whatever they want. So do you have any comment on that?
Well, I think that it's going to take the masses to come together to help the people, and you start with the political arena. That's where you start, because this rent control thing, somebody got to say something about it. I mean, LA and all the surrounding areas, they're all different. LA may have rent control, where Inglewood may not. This is where you start. You start right there.
Well, see, the political sector is controlled by the people with money, the elite. So what we need to do is somehow get to the people who have the money, to wake them up and say, what you're doing, driving this society, you're headed it toward like the Titanic to the iceberg. The problem's only getting worse, and there's nothing being done to make it better. And unless we address how to make it better and work together for the greater good, this is only going to become a more chronic problem.
It's very true, very true. As I said, I'm Sir Worldwide, and the reason I'm Sir Worldwide, I'm in my 4th passport. I've traveled many places. I've seen a homeless situation in many cities. You should see the homeless in Tokyo. They look bad. The clothes they wear there, my goodness, the people over here wearing, they look like they got tuxedos on. So if we can fix it in one of our major cities like Los Angeles, and it can be fixed, then we can take it across the country and fix the situation, because we have tourists coming here from all over the world, but they are steered around the homeless. They don't see homeless in our city, but it's there. And so people who are residents here need to stop acting like they're tourists. They need to help these people, get the politicians to do their job. We don't have to have homeless. This is the greatest country in the world. So let's act like it and show people that we can help people, we can help them.
Tori had a good idea in a previous video about a nonprofit and the farm and food. To piggyback on that, I also had an idea to have a nonprofit where, basically there's a company called in India for animal rescue. They literally go out with vans and they pick up these homeless dogs that are dying from an injury, or they're stuck in a fence, and they pick up these animals, they rehabilitate them, give them medical care, love, kisses, and rehabilitate, and they're better, and send them on their way or get them adopted. Why isn't there a program for homeless like that? I think, and there is a caveat to it, the homeless people have to agree. You know, that's the one thing. Animals don't really have a say-so. They're captured and they're rehabilitated, where, you know, homeless people can fight it or say no. And so, you know, maybe some people maybe they like to be homeless. I really don't know the situation, but I'm sure a lot of them would rather have a place that they can call home, or put their stuff, or sleep and be warm, and
Food
you know,
to eat.
food to eat. So my thought was, somehow we have programs where we go out and get these people and offer them opportunities. Like, they have a place to stay at a homeless shelter that we create, and in exchange for them to have a place where they can sleep, they do community work. Maybe they go out and they paint over graffiti.
Exactly.
Or maybe they go pick up trash, because litter is becoming a chronic problem everywhere. It's everywhere. Even with street sweeping, it's not enough. There's trash everywhere. So we could have homeless people, like, maybe they don't have a certain amount of education, like a master's degree, that they can go do a really complex job, but they can do basic tasks, and they want to be productive. They want to be a part of society. They want to do something and feel meaningful. So we give them something cool to do that is helpful in the community. Does that make sense?
That make a lot of sense.
Is a good idea. Like, I mean,
I
it's
love
just
it.
a thought I had.
I
Like,
love
because
it.
this is stuff we need
Yes.
done. And you pick up trash at the beaches. You know, there's a serious problem with trash and litter and plastic in the oceans. It's killing the wildlife. It's littering the beaches. People are grossed out. So it's like, why don't we have people who can go out and do this? Like, they used to be prisoners back in the day. They would go out and do community service, but they completely took away that, probably because of escape problems. But, you know, if we had people who were actually volunteering to go do this, and they had a motivation to do it, like, you get food and shelter in exchange for your community work and help, because it is needed and they have a need, and so it's a win-win.
Definitely.
It is.
Sorry, I got all passionate about that,
That's
but I was
okay.
like, it was a good idea, right?
it's
I mean,
Very good
fabulous.
idea.
I mean,
Fabulous.
you know, there's a lot of graffiti, and that needs to be painted over, because it defaces businesses, and it adds to more gang strife, and it's like, we don't need these problems. Like, come
No,
on.
we don't. We don't.
We can.
We
There's
gotta help
easy.
each other.
Yeah,
Make a better
exactly.
place.
And you know, I think because of what we're doing here today, we're talking to the whole world about what's happening here in this city. This is the city of angels, they say. I think what will come out of this, people are going to start writing in and giving comments. We can start a homeless walk, and we can start it right here. We get a walk for the homeless, then we got to bring in the politicians. They got to lead that walk, because we want to get everybody involved to limit this situation. We don't have to have the homeless situation in this city or any city if we focus on helping these people. Let's help our earth. This is a beautiful place where we live, Mother Earth. So everybody should enjoy it the same way. So, I mean, Tori and Sweet Angel, their ideas, I love it. I really love it. And you're going to write in and talk to us, and we're going to get back to you, and we're going to start this walk. We'll let you know when it's going to happen. We're going to do a walk for the homeless from the
Someday
Sir
we'll
World.
manifest
Yes.
this. You know, we just got to put our heads together and work at it.
And
Yes.
send us ideas. Send ideas. Hit the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Because we're going to keep bringing this.
For sure.
We need a support.
Yes.
Let's all work together.
Yes.
Yay.